It's nice.
Yeah,
it's
it's
very
real.
nice.
That voice
Yeah.
sounds real good in this.
That's right.
Oh yeah.
I needed something like this playing music, bro. This is awesome.
A little diddle fiddle on the niddle.
Yeah, that's right.
I wish y'all could sit where I'm sitting.
Wow. You're the star, babe.
Yeah, it's all
How's the saying go? This thorns among a rose.
Isn't that
Y'all
a
are the
song?
thorns.
Yeah, we're the thorn.
Your thorn.
No, I think every rose has its thorn.
All right, so you guys ready for the intro?
Yeah, let's
I'm
Ready.
definitely keeping
Is
in
this a
the
surprise?
thorn.
This has been. You made this?
Oh, it's gonna be on my noggin, just off the nog.
Do it.
Off the dome.
Oh, it's not like pre-done. It's.
Oh no, I'm gonna be doing it right here,
Okay.
right now.
Let's hear it. Do it.
You guys good?
Yeah.
Good, bro.
There's one couple,
I knew it was coming.
one man, one woman, one salon, one beard, one nice hairdo. Jessica Brown. She's a boss lady, a gangster.
Oh.
Just might pimp smack you if you need it, but also is very nice. Runs a ballin' salon. And her husband, Mike. Big, bearded, gingerly Mike. I've been personally punched in the face, body, kicked in my thighs by big, bearded Mike at least 27 times. Welcome. No, that's weird.
That was good.
It's way
bro.
too long.
That was good. That was good.
It's
I
hard
like
to
it.
do with two people.
Can we just officially say that y'all karate together because you
It
get
was
punched
not
in the
karate.
salon?
It was.
There was no.
Why are we
swinging in the
already
salon.
here? This escalated
Karate?
quickly.
Come on, that's so demeaning sounding.
Exactly right.
It was
What
dog
about,
fighting.
What was his Daniel LaRusso? There's no LaRusso here.
No, it was Cobra Kai. At some points, I went home with tears in my eyes thinking, am I even a man? What is this?
Cash Willis, if you hear this, thank you.
Yeah, thanks, man. It was dope training. Appreciate it. But I guess we'll go to the more serious intro. Thank
Yeah.
you guys for coming on, man.
Oh, absolutely.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, very excited to sit down with you. So this is Mike and Jessica Brown. They're with Brown & Co. They have an incredible salon. And I'll say, too, have you ever, met people that, I don't know how to put it, but it's like you immediately just start jiving with?
Yes.
I wonder if there's some sort of, science that hasn't been discovered yet that's like,
That you just connect.
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
And
an
that was-
energy, dude. It's
Yeah. I don't know how to explain it, but that was my experience with you two.
Awesome.
I think I just needed a haircut.
Yeah.
And you guys just made the transition
Yep.
to Brown & Co. And I met you both and I was like, oh, these people are cool.
I actually cut your hair first.
Yeah.
And then he graduated. But that's for another podcast.
Wait, who graduated, me or you? I guess me. I don't know. But yeah, so it was great. I had a great experience and it's been really cool to see the Brown & Co. evolve and you guys do well. And they're just an incredible couple, really. I think very much of them and their family, the success of their business, but more so their marriage and their parenthood and how they treat people, to me, has been something that has blessed me. Again, here I go with that weird word, blessed, but something that has been,
Truly.
just encouraging to see in such a divisive world, or maybe a lot of different environments that may be, I don't want to say fake or just disingenuous.
Yeah.
And you guys seem to truly care about the people you serve and work with and
Definitely.
provide.
Most definitely.
So, yeah, I'm
Well,
excited.
that's our goal, is to make people feel like you feel right now. Just what you just said. That's our goal.
Genuine.
So, yeah.
Yeah. So so now, how long you guys been married?
Do you know?
Okay. Yeah, I know. What do you mean? Oh, you don't know. That's why you want me to answer this question. So we met in high school in '98. Jessica and her dad moved to Wilkinson County.
From Houston County. Huge
Yep.
culture shock.
Oh, yeah, big culture shock. But anyway, so I met her in high school. Let's see, I was a sophomore, you were a freshman? Yeah. Yeah, so '98 we met. Dated. Well, it was a little while before I could get her to date me. There was some walls to break down there. But yeah, it was fun, challenging. But anyway, we
Did
finally.
you have your beard?
No, well, actually, all I could have at that point in time was just a little goatee. I mean, just a little bit of chin there. That was it.
Yeah.
Anyway, so we rocked on a few years dating. We married in 03.
Yes.
Been married 19 years this year.
Wow.
September.
4 beautiful children, 15, 16, 17, and 18 years old. Yeah, one just graduated. We got a sophomore, junior, and a senior now. Just started school today.
Wow.
Thank you, Jesus.
Our graduate, she starts college tomorrow.
Okay.
Specializing in art. Or majoring.
Majoring in art.
Yeah, majoring in art. Awesome
She'll do
artist.
great things.
Yeah, she's awesome artist,
Wow.
dude. Yeah. She's such a unique personality too. It's just they all are. All 4 of them have their own. Yeah, they have their own awesome personalities. But anyway, you asked how long we've been married, and I went right into how old our children were for whatever reason.
No, that's great. That's great. We just rolling, man. So, did you say 19 years?
19 years this year. Actually, next month will be 19 years, September 6th. Next year is the big 20.
Big 20.
Yeah, I'm supposed to do something special for
He
that.
says he already has it planned.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I have a plan.
You going to go like sailing in Prague or something? Is that even a thing?
Yeah, I guess so.
I don't know. It sounds fancy.
It's got to be extravagant though, because I talked it up. So I got to do something.
We're going to the Dollar General, baby.
Well, that's like our poor pitiful honeymoon. We were so broke. Oh my gosh, we were so broke. We went to Six Flags.
Spent one night in Atlanta.
Yeah, we stayed one night in Atlanta. That's all we could
Wait.
afford.
Because I had to come back home because I had cosmetology school.
That's right.
in my
You
last
guys went
semester.
to Six Flags?
Six Flags for our honeymoon, bro.
Like,
That's lame, right?
Oh, I should have brought
That's
the
okay.
picture. We even had matching fanny packs.
Yeah, fanny packs. We had
And like the spray
just
painted
married
just
T-shirts.
Married shirts.
We were so freaking corny, dude.
that
Good
is the
gracious.
best thing I have heard.
I have to post the picture because I just found it.
Please
I'm
do.
Not 100% convinced I was wearing a fanny pack.
You were wearing.
Oh
a
my
fanny
god.
pack. I think you were.
They're
It had
cool
your
now, though.
pistol in it,
See,
though.
I was cool before fanny packs were cool.
I don't think they're cool now.
They are cool
They're
now.
not. They weren't
Yeah,
cool
they're
then.
really-
You know, there's some debate. It's still being debated, but regardless, you know, if you got a big red beard, you could probably pull it off.
There you go.
Now me with the baby face and the booty chin,
You
I don't know. You know,
got a good haircut though, John. You could do
yeah.
it.
I wonder who did that. Dang,
We
so
won't name
that's
any
amazing.
names.
Nice. So how old were you guys when you went on your honeymoon?
Babies.
Oh man, 19 and 17. Is that right?
No.
No. 2003. Hold on. Well,
still in
I wasn't
school,
far
though.
off. 21 and 19.
21,
right?
19?
No.
03. I was 21, definitely. Yeah, September of 03. I was 21.
So I would have been 20.
You would have turned 20. Yeah, you just turned August.
Yes.
That's correct.
Because
yeah,
I
21
wasn't
and 20.
even 21 when we got married.
Yep, 21 and 20.
Wow. So now, Jessica, when you were in cosmetology school,
Yes.
and when did you? I'm assuming you probably went there and then went through maybe like a apprenticeship type deal.
So as a teenager, I was a high school dropout, and I had an aunt who was a huge mentor for me, who took me under her wing, my Aunt Debbie, and became a shampoo tech.
Shout out to Aunt Debbie.
yeah.
Was a
We love
shampoo
some Aunt
girl
Debbie.
at Kelly and Company in Warner Robins off of Moody Road, and I was able to work alongside of veteran hairstylist, especially my aunt, to shampoo guests. And back then we were getting paid like 75 cents a shampoo, maybe $1 if it was a color service, $2 if it was a permanent wave. Then went into beauty school, went to cosmetology school, and from there graduated. Worked in a first small town salon in Ivy, Georgia, Sharon's.
Miss Sherry.
Miss Sharon's, and it grew from there.
Wow.
Yeah.
And now you were with Sharon for a while.
Probably a year or two.
Yeah, a couple of years. We were married and then moved not right next door to your dad.
Yeah, you were with the railroad.
Yep, on the railroad. Actually, I was with Louisiana Pacific when we made that move. While we were there, and you were at Sharon's, I moved to the railroad.
And that's a butterfly paper mache making company, right?
Not quite.
Pretty close, John.
Hey, what was that? Was that a
Working at
soft
the
reference?
That's an inside joke, people. The soft reference.
No, it was. You calling me soft boy?
No.
No, Louisiana Pacific was an OSB mill. So a lot of people call
This
it.
is the Natalie side of him talking.
Yeah, a lot of people call it wafer board, but sheets of OSB. You've
Yeah,
seen
yeah.
them made out of wood chips.
Never. No, yeah.
Okay, all right. So I worked at a mill where we made those, and I was a maintenance guy there.
Ah,
Yeah,
maintenance.
yeah, maintenance.
Ah,
That's when I first started sprouting beard hairs.
in that hot, sweaty maintenance room.
God, it was hot. Jeez, it was hot.
And
And
it's
so loud you couldn't hear yourself talk. Somebody's ringing.
oh,
It's me.
incredible. So you started in the salon business. What year exactly was that? When you were in Ivy?
2003, 2004. We had just recently gotten married right before I graduated cosmetology school. We were living in Wilkinson County when I passed my state boards. So
On the
we've been
lake.
On the lake, yeah.
What a circle. What a circle. Back to a lake.
Yeah.
But, dude,
I
when I say broke honeymoon,
Yeah.
God. You remember how we used to stay warm?
So the first light bill we ever received, we lived in a family-owned property. I don't even think we had to pay rent. We just had to keep the property.
Yeah,
up.
it was.
That's
Yeah,
Uncle
it
Jimmy's
was. We
place.
lived there in exchange for just keeping it up, which
Right.
we were not doing very well at either.
So we received our first light bill, and it was over $500. And this was in 2003. And I can remember thinking, "Oh my God, we're going to be homeless." Something was going on with the heating coils.
Well, so the heater was malfunctioning, but we did pay the bill, but
How?
the heater, by working, but when the heater stopped was the problem. We couldn't afford to fix it.
Yeah. So we had to
So-
take hot showers.
Yeah,
Which
it
in
was-
turn, you were even more cold because when you got out of the hot shower, you were freezing.
We literally would stay in the shower
January.
till the hot water ran out. And we'd dry off real quick and run and jump in the bed. I mean, this went on for months.
Like, hurry.
My parents are
All
going to be
winter.
so mad when they hear this.
Yeah, we wouldn't tell them. Like, we would not tell them. Except, so when did Emily came along during this time?
Yeah, I was
frame?
pregnant with Emily.
Yeah, you were pregnant. Yeah, we were pregnant. However that goes. Emily was born January 25th. Big winter storm.
Yeah,
Huge winter storm.
in 05.
Knocked everybody's power out. But her dad and stepmom next door, they did have a gas fireplace.
Yeah.
So we would go over there to heat up Emily's formula near the fireplace. And
Sneakily?
yeah, no.
Okay.
They knew that.
Just over here to hang
They
out,
knew
man.
about that, but they didn't know about the heater not
Yeah,
working
nobody
at
knew
home.
our heater didn't work.
I mean, we were ashamed to tell anybody.
Pregnant
Yeah.
wife,
Yeah, we
freezing.
couldn't afford to fix it. My wife's
Yeah.
pregnant. You know how small I felt.
Dude,
Come a long way.
the struggle was
Yeah.
real.
Yeah,
I get it. Humble beginnings, man.
Yes,
absolutely.
for sure.
And
absolutely.
I feel like that is kind of, I would say maybe bled into your culture now because
Yes, dude.
I never felt pride from
Yeah.
you guys when I walked in.
No.
Never like
Yeah.
who is this peon entering my
Yeah. Yeah.
awesomeness? And that was, I feel like a lot of the things we go through in life, because I feel I've had some humble beginnings
Yeah.
myself
Yeah.
and just moments of really just being poor. Thankfully, my wife loves me, not for like money. The other day,
Yeah, I
she was,
say, yeah. If you ever want to test love, go through some stuff like that together. I
Yeah.
mean, yeah, there's a love. But
yeah, we were in a camper. We started in a camper outside of her parents' house, and it wasn't even like our camper. Some guy who lived in our area, in Scott, Jeff Coleman, shout out, bro. But he had a camper that had been sitting for years, and we just needed a place to stay, and we cleaned it up and put it out in the front yard.
awesome.
And it was, we hooked up the plumbing
Yeah.
to the septic tank, and it was just a 4-inch drain pipe, just a drain, but there was no
Yeah.
filter. There was no, so if anyone flushed the house
Yeah.
or flushed the toilet from the house, we would get crop dusted.
Yeah.
And like, when you're first married, you're like, I'm not, what's up?
Yeah.
What is that? Oh my God.
Babe, was that you?
Oh my God, it's horrible. But yeah, that's,
We still have that rule.
Aren't you proud of that, though? Like, aren't you proud to have those stories to tell?
Yes.
Yes. That's,
yes, I'm very proud. And I don't know, I could just tell that you guys have worked incredibly hard for where you're at in life and where your salon is and your business. And that I know was a huge transition, it seems, because it was Emerald Cuts. When did you open Emerald Cuts?
7 years ago. 8 now.
So yeah, we purchased Emerald Cuts from a previous owner.
Oh yeah. Okay.
It was.
Yes,
It had gone through, I think, 4 or 5 owners prior to us purchasing Emerald Cuts, which was 7 years
And
ago.
it was a different location. I think it was on maybe its 3rd location. Because the signs were still up all over town in the previous locations. But then we left one too when we moved it again. But so we're in year 7 now where we are
Correct.
in that building.
And this is our
And we
going.
had it about a year in the old place. Is that right?
Yes.
So 8 years ago.
8 years ago.
Yeah.
And how many, was it just you?
Oh no! When I first purchased the salon, there were, I believe, 8 independent contractors working in the salon.
Okay. Did they stay?
Oh yeah,
They all
absolutely.
stayed?
Yeah, it's great, dude. I mean,
Yeah.
it's, oh yeah.
Some good memories.
Yeah, absolutely.
Great people.
First
great.
days, huh?
Yeah.
Was it a big adjustment, like getting into it?
No.
No. You're like, psh,
Yeah.
easy.
Yeah.
Came in there, DDT'd it.
No. Gosh.
She was born for it, man.
Yeah.
I mean, she had a place.
You can tell.
Yeah, she had a place ever since. So when I finally made it to Carbo in 08.
Yes.
So this was
in Irwinton,
yeah, we moved to Irwinton, rented a little spot for her.
one chair
And then
salon.
we made our own signs. We did everything ourselves.
What was
Put
it
a new
called?
floor in it. Oh,
We just had this
geez.
conversation.
It was
a plastic,
Jessica's Styling Salon.
plastic corrugated sign.
Yep, we
You built-
did have the sign made,
built the
but
post
I built a big pretty
to hang from
frame for it. It's just
I
a
think
little
my
block
rent
building.
for the whole building
Yeah.
was like $275
Yeah.
for the month, and I can remember
Yeah.
thinking, okay, if I can just make that,
Yep.
I'm doing something.
Yeah.
$275.
Wow. Mm.
Yeah.
And
But
that
she
was
was
in
all, like,
Irwinton?
I never doubted her. She
Yeah.
always doubts herself, and that's what keeps her. I think just keeps her striving to do better, do more. But like she was worried about making that. I knew she would.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
But yeah, so it started there. Where were we going with that?
Oh, we were just talking about the origins of the business, really.
Yeah. I
Like,
got you.
because you guys, so
Where it's come
really,
from.
the first one was Jessica's Styling Salon.
Yes, that's where
That
it
was the
first
first
started.
spot of her own. Yep.
Yes,
Dang. You got a picture of that?
I do somewhere. Yeah.
Please send me every picture you got.
I
I
will
definitely need
send
Six
it.
Flags.
I know. So I know there's a newspaper clipping somewhere too
When the salon was
of her in
opened.
there. Yeah, they did a big story on
Yeah.
her. On a good
I'm sure that
story.
was big news in Irwinton.
It was.
It was.
It was a
yeah.
hopping spot, man. I'm telling you.
Yeah. Well, and if you honestly, like, when I first got my haircut by you, I was like, oh, this is amazing.
Yeah.
It was fast.
Yep.
It was fun.
Yep.
It was professional. It was
And a good haircut.
It was a great
Quality.
haircut, like very good. I was like, dang. But it was also like just a great experience
Yeah.
to where, there's nothing worse than a bad haircut.
Or experience.
Yeah, I've had some horrible experiences like in Augusta, Georgia. I was really nervous. It was when I was single and I was on the prowl. And I
This
was,
is my favorite story.
oh, dude, and I was like in there just trying to just talk, And this lady, the salon lady, you know what she said to me? Because when I get nervous, I ramble. Like, I really wish I didn't, but I do.
Yeah.
It's unfortunate. I really wish I just shut down. But I'm like, hey, anyways, the sky's blue. But hey, so you know what she said to me, the stylist?
What's that?
She's like, wow, when you get uncomfortable, you just talk all the time, don't you?
Wow, that helped.
I was like, and so I was a walk-in, and I didn't know back then. I was like 20.
Yeah.
It was probably during her lunch. She probably just got done like fighting with her boyfriend or something. You know what I mean? But like when I went in there to you guys, it was a great experience.
Yeah.
So I could see why Jessica's Stylist Salon was like popping.
We always like you were probably the client or guest we looked most forward to for a while. I mean, we didn't have a whole lot coming through the door when we first made the transition to brown coat. But yeah, we talked about you for a couple of days leading up to your appointment. It was like, I wonder what John's going to say next. Most of the time, it's what come out of our mouth.
You never know.
I might have errands to run. She'd be like, "Well, John's coming at 12:30." Oh, I'll wait. I'll wait around and talk to that guy.
Yeah, we were hanging out, man.
Yeah, it was cool. It was really cool.
All right, so Emerald Cuts was rolling, and you guys had that for 7 years, you said?
Yeah, for sure. 7 years.
And then you made the transition. Now, this transition
Yes.
was a reshaping of the business model
Restructuring, yeah.
Yeah.
where
Yeah,
you guys
completely.
changed a few things,
A lot of things.
a lot of things.
Yeah.
So with that transition, what all did that entail? I guess whatever you're comfortable sharing. I'm sure it was, I think it's the success, I believe the sales, it was a consulting company.
Yeah,
Right.
go ahead, Ben.
So for the last 3 years prior to the transition, we had been invited multiple times to a summit in Tampa through a company called Summit Salon Systems. And they are a resource center for our industry. And they show you and teach you and guide you and coach you into growing your company, your salon company, to becoming very successful, not only for the salon owners, but for service providers, for stylists, cultivating a culture where we can help these individuals grow as stylists and as people.
Yeah, it takes our industry and it really turns it into a career.
Right.
You know, a lot of people don't go into this career-minded. I mean, they do. Like, they're in it for the long haul, but there's so much they're leaving on the table. And it's just, you don't know what you don't know. And that comes from Jessica.
Right.
That's her saying. But
You don't know what you don't know.
So, I mean, there's so much out there to learn about this business.
So when we made the transition, or when we were going to make the transition, we knew that we lived in a small town and our industry has operated one way in this area for quite some time. And there's a bit of a
Some rebuttal.
rebuttal. and all it is you don't know what you don't know until you're taught. So we took what was an independent contractor environment of booth renters, hairstylists, and we turned it into an employee-based platform. There's huge controversial both ways of what's right, what's wrong. It's all about the individual. It's all about the salon
that's
owner.
what fits
your
each
goals
person, and
are.
that's okay. That's quite all right.
It has been the largest amount of professional growth I've ever experienced.
I think the last year and a half we've seen in the business, in this industry for us, the lowest of lows and the highest of highs
Yeah. Met
that we've ever seen.
some amazing people.
Yeah.
Said goodbye to people that we truly enjoyed being with.
Yeah. And still love them, each and every one of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was definitely some very low points. There was a couple of months there we wondered if we would make it. We really did. And I am not saying by any means we have made it. There's still a ton of work to do. A ton of work to do. We got a long way to go. But
now, when you
been
guys talk
beautiful.
like the professional development end, what exactly does that entail with the summit and what they offer exactly?
so for me, what I see with Summit, when you're the old way we operated, which everybody was pretty much their own business inside of a business, it was very hard to generate the type culture that you wanted.
It's hard to brand.
Yeah, and that's okay. I'm not saying that's a bad thing, but everybody is their own culture in their space. But when you do something like this, it's a lot easier to develop a consistent culture that a guest can walk in the door and expect to have the same, be treated the same every time they come in the door. And for me, that's huge. Like, that's one of my life mottos is consistency. And whatever you do, just be consistent doing it. And they really teach you how to do that. Now, there's a lot of behind the scenes stuff they teach you a ton.
I was going to say, and for me, it's the leadership. So
Yeah,
owning Emerald Cuts, you're a landlord to tenants, and not that that's a bad thing.
Right.
I just felt a different calling, and Summit has taught me how to become, and is still teaching me how to be a leader, how to lead people who need to be leaded, who want to be coached and guided. So the leadership by far has been phenomenal.
Yeah.
How'd you guys find them?
Oh, Rachel.
Shout
hope
out
she
to
watches
Rachel.
this.
We'll make sure
Shout
she
out.
hears it, watches it, whatever.
So
platform
Rachel
it's on.
from Salon Centric, she is our rep, and she had been trying to get us to attend Summit for quite some time, and we kept telling her, no, it won't work. It's too small of a town. Dublin is very small. That's not going to work in this demographic. And I actually called her one day. I was going to do a Christmas special. It was right after COVID. No, right before COVID. Retail in the salon was down. Guests weren't purchasing. Called her some ideas to sell retail, and she said, Jessica, you have such a different mindset. Would you please think about attending a Summit conference? And I was like, I don't know. So she put another salon owner on the phone, Krista from Milledgeville Glow Salon. Love her,
Krista?
Dylan. Love her.
I've been there.
Have you
Oh,
really?
really?
Used to sell them plants.
Did you?
Hollow.
Krista and Eric, awesome people.
Yeah, they are great people.
I feel like I could be wrong though, but yeah, I'm pretty sure. I
Yeah.
don't know
You
them
probably
personally.
have.
You guys probably know them way better.
We've had a couple of sit-down dinners with them. They're great people.
Yeah,
They've
they're
been
awesome.
an
They've
awesome
helped us
resource for us.
tremendously.
Yeah.
So that conversation went from being a 3-hour conversation with Rachel and Krista, which turned into us booking our first summit.
Now, mind you, at the time, all the while, we were wanting a change, some kind of change in the salon, just to shake things up, get something different going. So
We had plateaued.
all this while, we were, we have gone so far as to have estimates of a build out to build suites, to give everyone their own little suite, just to kind of class it up a little bit, just class up the salon. Yeah, so that's kind of the direction we were
We
headed.
thought we were headed.
We thought, yeah, and
Good Lord
yeah.
said nope.
and Jessica had that conversation, and we talked about it, and
And we went with the mindset.
yeah, we
You'll
went
have to
down
show
there. Yeah,
us.
you're gonna have to prove to us that this will work.
Right.
And
Because we thought the way we had operated was the best way you could operate.
go ahead and tell them how you felt after the first night of Summit. You can say it.
Oh, gosh. I hope Randy Kunkel watches this too, because I'll never forget after the first day. Oh,
You can say it.
I can't say all
Yeah,
of that.
you can.
This may be a good place to cut it.
Get ready.
Yeah.
I looked at Michael and I said, I feel like I just had my ass handed to me. I
Ah.
have operated our
Whoa.
business so wrong for all
I
these
should have
years.
beep as soon as you
Oh
said
wait,
it.
listen. Hold on.
That's all we needed.
I didn't know.
Oh yeah. Night one.
Night one, and you felt like your was handed to you.
Absolutely.
Definitely.
Yes, the way we had operated our business for years, I understood why I was so frustrated, why I was beating my head against
Yeah.
the wall, why I felt like I wasn't fulfilled as a business owner, as a salon leader.
I was so excited though after the first night because I've sat, pillow talk at night, day after day, letting Jessica unload her day, and I've watched her beat her head against the wall repeatedly. And I'd ran out of stuff to give her. I felt like I was failing her. I had ran out of
Advice.
insight, advice. All I could do at this point was listen. And I was so excited because there was so much more information there that I could take in and hold on to for her, and I saw her gears turning. And yeah, like I knew then,
Fire was lit.
okay, this is probably the
Where
way.
we were called,
This
yeah.
is probably where we're going. Oh, and yeah, to talk about being called, like,
So exciting.
Yeah.
So we operate our salon company the way only 20% of salons operate their salons in our industry. But we are the top 20% of our industry because of the way we operate. So we are the minority. We're different. We do things a lot different than the industry standard. But man, is it rewarding to watch
Yeah.
entry-level stylists come
that's
in.
the thing. Yeah, it's not geez.
It's the people. It's growing. It's watching women who've come in who have no other. I've been blessed because I was able to build this career to what it is because Michael always had a phenomenal job and he was financially taking care of our household until it got to where we could shift. But there are a lot of people who come into this industry who are taught to hide their cash, who are taught to do things under the table because they need that income to survive because they are single moms. They don't have someone else to fall back on. And these women are purchasing vehicles. They're buying homes because we're helping them grow.
That's what's awesome for me. So you take some of the new ladies or stylists right out of school and they're scared to death.
Yeah.
So, and they don't know where to go and they're scared to go out there on their own. They have to rent a booth and they're scared they're not going to make booth rent, or they go commission and they're scared they're not going to make any money. Well, we have an associate program where we bring those new stylists in. They're paid hourly. They have that. So the money
Guaranteed.
is, we don't want anybody focused on the money side of this. The money will come. It's about developing your career and your professionalism and the chairside manner you can develop. And that's what brings your guests back. And if you keep that chair full, the money's coming. But the money is, the money is the effect of what you do. And as long as you keep people in that chair and they enjoy their experience with you, then the
Correct.
money will be there. But you can't focus on the money. You got to focus on the other side of that.
Wow. So there's a lot of professional development and leadership.
Oh, that has to come
Absolutely,
first
yeah.
before you can grow financially.
I mean, so one of Summit's mottos is change your words, change your life. And I hope it's okay we're plugging Summit in this.
It's okay.
Time
sure,
after
yeah.
time. So
If we were roasting them, I'm sure it would.
Yeah. So
not like a-
you change your words, you change your life. You know, and it's kind of like what's the saying where you can I don't know, but anyway, if you can kind of speak it into existence, I guess. So just be professional, be genuine, be consistent. You know, if you have a bad day, leave that day at home. Come to work. You know, be the same person you were yesterday, and these people will come back. You know, and your guests will enjoy their time with you, and you'll be successful because of it. So.
And when you're a service provider, a stylist, a lash technician, and you're in the culture of that mindset, and you're working with other like-minded professionals who also have that mindset, your growth is much larger than if you were independently doing on your own.
Yeah.
Much larger.
Yeah, you gotta. I don't want to paint this picture per se, but we've got a team environment. Whereas it's not. I don't want to say booth rent is cutthroat or whatever. You know, some people throw that stuff around, but it really is. I mean, you got to look after number one. You got to look after yourself and your livelihood. And you don't typically look after the person beside you in that environment.
Right.
I mean, some people do. So, but anyway, we have a team environment, and everybody's there supporting each other, and it just lifts the industry all together.
Yeah. Well, and I can tell as someone who is the consumer end. Yeah, I walked in, and I was actually. It must have been like right when you guys
It was.
transitioned,
Was it
because even
quiet?
Yeah, your first time, because it was just her and I.
yeah,
We had no front desk staff.
yeah, I was like, come on, let's go.
Yep.
But it
This
was
big old place, 14 stations, and just
Two people.
me at front desk and Jessica at a station.
yeah.
I was like, what are we gonna do?
But I knew you guys. Well, I didn't know you guys, but I knew the salon. I'd been in there before when it was full of people.
Yeah.
So it wasn't, my experience. I kind of had that prior knowledge of like this place used to be like extremely busy, full of people.
Right.
So obviously, in my mind, I was like, man, there must be some sort of transition happening. But just getting to know you two in those moments, it was like, yeah, this place is going somewhere because these people care about what they do, and they care about the people they serve, and they care about the people that serve with them. And there's not this there's not like this pride of like, I'm your boss.
Yeah. No,
You
no,
better,
none of that.
you know what I'm
None of
saying?
that.
Like,
No.
and that's, I feel like why it's amazing to see how it went from nothing, like just you two.
Yes.
Yeah.
It kind of seems like that's a thread or theme in your life,
Yeah.
where it's
So
like
nothing.
literally just nothing going on, and then you're consistently making actions and choices and decisions to make success and actually help people along the way.
I think God looks down and says, "You two look bored. Let me give you something to do."
I imagine it being in that.
This is such a good way to say that.
I imagine it in that voice. You look bored.
Yeah, those two need something.
You need it. Well, and I tell you, it's amazing because like now, how many people you have with you?
We have 12
12
employees.
people now.
Yeah, see, that's incredible. And it was what? How long ago did you make the shift?
March of last year.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how many months is that exactly?
Oh, you would do that to me.
March.
Would be 12, April, May, June, July, 16 months.
So 12
Going into 17.
from 0 to 12.
A little over a year. A huge shout out to Miss Amy Banks because if it weren't for Miss Amy,
that's
she's
our
our coach
personal
through
Summit coach,
Oh,
and
she's
she's
been-
amazing. She's made,
Yes.
God, the lady, she travels all over the country, John.
I think she
that's
coaches
her.
over 20 salons
She's
now,
all over
yeah.
the country, and she's been to us 3 or 4
numerous
times now.
Watch Tears Fall was there
She
when
pops us on the
everybody left.
wrist and says, "Hey, you got to get this right. You're doing this wrong, and let's
But
get
she's
it back
also
in
a
gear."
huge encourager.
Nah, I'm just playing, Miss Amy. We love
Yeah, she's been a great mentor for us, especially me.
you. Yeah, it's been amazing. Yeah.
And she's like your business coach?
Yeah, she's our coach that was that Summit gave to us.
Nice. Okay. And so like each salon is designated a region coach or
Yeah.
something?
Yeah. So she, pretty
And I feel like you guys, definitely in Dublin, but what, there's one in Milledgeville? It's a similar
so
model?
there's a Summit Salon in Milledgeville, Glow Salon, also Macon and Warner Robins, which is B. Monroe. Miss Nicole Brewer has also
You got
been a
a
resource.
fantabulous one down in Savannah, 40 volume,
yeah,
Michelle and them
Michelle,
down there
yeah.
doing awesome things.
She's also been a huge resource
She's been
for
a
us.
huge resource. Yep. There's
It's-
more.
And it's wonderful to be in a community when you have an issue and you can text a salon owner and say, hey, how's this work for you? Or what do you recommend? And immediately you get a response, as to where before in the industry you ask for guidance or you seek guidance. And there's always been like enemy lines. It's always been this competitive, not either share or, I don't know, it's weird. So it's a blessing to be in a community of salon owners, of resources to help us as salon owners, but to help service providers and stylists become successful. It's wonderful.
Wow. That's incredible. And they, so there's multiple sites, but you said it was 20%?
We
Of-
Oh yeah. Well, just think about Dublin alone. I don't know. I probably should know. This is probably a statistic I should know. I don't know.
Amy's
how
going
many.
to get on to you.
Yeah, I don't know how many salons are in Dublin,
Oh, a good
There's
bit.
a lot.
It's like churches.
and we're the only one operating this way.
Yeah.
So, and
I'm curious
every
to
big
see
city's that
what's
way.
next, yeah.
Yeah.
Now, there's lots of in the grand scope of things, when people think about salons, they think about booth rent and commission. You know, there's a lot of commission salons out there still, and I think there's a couple of those in Dublin. Not real sure. I really don't know, but this isn't just that. You know what I mean? This is a whole culture change.
It's a career path.
Yeah,
It's
it's-
support.
It's a totally different mindset.
Now, does the summit program that you guys work, or the structure, I guess, does it like facilitate professional growth within the people that are your employees, and then have them kind of do their own thing, or is it?
So this is my favorite part. So you're gonna
Yeah.
grow beautiful service providers in our salon, and they're gonna get to a point where they've reached financial success, and some are going to have the mentality of, I want a stake in the game. I want a part of what I've helped you build. So that's when we open up to shareholders. So the stylists that we help grow and help become successful can actually own a part of
Become
our
part
company.
owners. Yeah.
Oh,
Or
wow,
there's
that's
also
cool.
on the table to open other locations
Yeah.
together where they can become co-owner as well.
Wow. Okay. Well, and I'm sure for them, if they co-own it, there'd be less financial risk.
Yeah.
You know, where there could be a shared burden and cost.
Sure,
Yeah,
and experience and knowledge and someone who's already gone through it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because as we know, I mean, owning a business is easy.
Oh,
Right?
gosh, so easy. And, you
And
make
you're
so
so
much
rich.
money.
Rich.
Gosh. Oh, you own a business? Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Let me just.
I just bought a
stop
yacht.
there. Let me stop there.
I literally bought a boat, like a yacht. I went down to
You
Florida.
remember when I said the part that it's not about the money? I promise you, we aren't in this for the money. A lot of money goes through the salon, yes, but it
Yes.
does not come to Mike and Jessica's pocket. I can
Not
promise
personal.
you that.
Yeah.
I never knew there were so many expenses to come along with this.
Taxes.
Yeah. Uncle Sam. Gotta
Right.
love him.
You gotta love him. I didn't know, so I mean, just I'm probably everybody out there probably knew this, but me. But you know, an employee pays taxes. Well, the employer has to pay taxes on the employee as
Yes.
well. So
Yes. Yeah.
I actually
that blew
was,
my mind. I was like, "What?
What is this?
What is this? What the crap, dude?" But,
I was
okay,
listening to a
whatever.
podcast this morning, Salon Revolution, and he was actually saying that I hear a salon owner say, my biggest expense is rent, or I hear booth owners say my biggest expense is rent, and he says that's when I know you're not legit because your biggest expense is taxes.
Hands down.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sure there's been a lot of changes, really, since you guys launched this. What we said, 16, 17 months ago,
Yeah.
roughly.
17 months. We're in month 17. Yep.
Meanwhile, you've been married for 19 years. You have 4 children,
Yeah.
and that, in and of itself, I'm sure it's been. There's been, I would imagine, some difficulty juggling
Yeah.
the aspects of life where it's like you got the salon owner cap, you got the dad, mom hat, husband, wife hat, you got the, I don't know what other hats, workout hat.
Karate hat.
Ooh, karate hat, boy.
Jeez.
How's it been for you guys juggling all that as a couple?
I circled back to God. Didn't let us get bored. I can promise you.
Yeah.
That's been awesome, man. God, we made so many good memories.
Well, you left
I
your
don't have
job, right, to do this,
I did.
which was a big
Faith.
deal.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I mean, we had grown this business so big. Jessica could no longer handle everything on her own plate, and I was still working an hourly, in my mind, career. I mean, I had made a career out of maintenance work. Had pretty much gone as far as I could go where I was. Didn't see any more room to grow. But I realized 4 or 5 years ago that, my path was going to look different. I realized I didn't want to do that the rest of my life. And Jessica and I started tossing around ideas, and I was already doing, working my job, and then at the salon a lot, or at home, her and I working on the salon a lot. Like I had pretty much came to the point where I had 2 jobs. That's how I felt. So in order to relieve that burden, I mean, we had to let go of a lot of financial support, but
A lot. Huge changes.
the next move for me, we knew needed to be in a capacity where I could be
A partner.
more, involved in the salon. So that's where barbering came in for me. I was so adamant on becoming a butcher. Dude,
Why is that so funny when you say that?
No, dude. I really, really, really wanted to be a butcher, but God wasn't having it.
Oh, you're being for real?
He was
I'm
so
being dead serious, bro. Dead serious.
He looked at a store.
Oh man, we shot places.
Yeah.
I really wanted to be a butcher.
That's the
Drink.
most
Saying
man.
this like you're so disappointed.
No,
in
I'm not
your
disappointed. Dream's not dead yet, though, guys. I
He
still
wants
got,
cigars.
I just turned 40. I got 40 years
Hey,
left.
that's right, man.
60. I got 60 years left. Anyway, God wasn't having it. So we started, researching this barbering path.
Yeah.
And this was before we went into Summit. You were
Yeah,
the
absolutely.
mindset of becoming a
Yeah,
barber was
yeah,
well before
absolutely.
the culture
Sure was.
changed.
Yeah. I hadn't even gone to school yet. I hadn't even enrolled.
You were learning haircuts at home on
yeah.
a mannequin.
We've been doing that for a couple of years. Jessica introduced me to, cutting the boys' hair.
Yeah.
And I did enjoy it. I mean, and Jessica really made me see. She really opened my eyes to it. It really did fit me. It really suits me, and I really enjoy it. I mean, just like you and I. I mean, we have a good time when you come get a haircut. We really do. And I have a good time with everybody that sits in my chair, almost. So yeah, I mean, it just fit well.
Yeah.
It made sense for us, and we made a big leap. I mean, I walked away from a lot of money to pursue, no money. But it's been amazing.
Yeah.
God's had us the whole way. He really has. I won't say it's been easy, but it's been amazing and had some good memories. But as far as, the rest of life goes, everything we do has been exciting.
Yeah.
There's always excitement. It's like, what's around the next bend?
Yeah. Wow. And so now I can even tell, so when I got my first haircut by Big Mike, because it started with Jessica, you do have a good personality for it in the sense that you're good conversationally. And you're not awkward, but you're also not too much,
Yeah.
And it's just kind of a laid back, but also a very good haircut. And yeah, sometimes you'll get haircut. I know. Actually, you know what? No, that's not true. I've gotten a lot of free haircuts by men.
Oh.
When I was at that rehab.
Oh, yeah,
That's like
yeah,
a rehab staple,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah. So I'm over at the VA now one day a week working, and I get all kind of stories like yours
Yeah.
about that. Yeah, man, I cut hair too. Me and my friends over in the Dom, we usually cut each other's hair, but it never turns out well.
Yeah. Yeah. Wow, that's great. Well, so you guys, with the future of Brown & Co., I guess with whatever you're comfortable to share, how is that looking for you guys?
I don't keep any secrets, man. Anybody can know anything. For me, my next goal, we're going to have a full-service barbershop. We can figure out how to intertwine it into our existing place. We got to put it somewhere different. I don't know yet. But we're going to have a full-service barbershop, too. And it's going to be, Brown & Company salon and barbershop. It's not going to be a separate entity. But that's my next goal.
Nice. Like all the neck shaving.
Oh, hot shaves coming back, brother. We talking about
Hot shave.
Easy.
what? I'm not scared. I am not scared.
Well, we'll just.
It's
I will
just gonna
say-
be like it's gonna be like you walked in a 1950s barbershop.
Oh yeah.
So
The real question is,
you know Floyd. Come on, John.
yeah,
It's not.
who is Floyd?
Andy Griffith. Come on, man. Anyway,
Isn't that the show where that kid gets thrown in the water to learn how to swim?
no, you're talking about a John Wayne movie.
Reference.
I don't know. I hope he may have got tossed in the river. I don't know. Anyway, I'm just saying it's going to be old school. It's going to be. We're going to bring the whole gentleman vibe back.
Oh, that'll be cool.
Oh, yeah.
And very different for Dublin.
Yeah.
In the sense of, I don't know. There may be, but I don't think I've.
There may be. I don't know what's out there. I don't spend much
Pay attention
time.
to
I
ourselves.
don't spend much time worrying about what's happening around me. I just know I've got my eyes fixed on what I want to do, and I'm headed there.
Or
Yeah.
So
called.
Yeah.
that's what we do.
Wow.
Um,
And
when
you
God calls us in a direction, we were talking about this the other day. We really pride ourselves on if God calls us somewhere or to do something, we're willing to go. And
Regardless how
if you're
crazy
trying to
it
do
looks.
something and you're meeting a lot of resistance, just be aware maybe that's not something you should be doing, or maybe that's not what's in the cards for you. Usually we realize when things just kind of fall into place, that's when we realize, okay, this is where God wants us to go.
That's where he's leading us.
Yeah. And if you'd asked me 20 years ago what I'd be doing in 20 years, I promise you I wouldn't have said barbering. So
No. You would have said butchering.
that's probably what I'd say.
Chopping up steaks.
Being a man.
God, I love a good ribeye.
Oh, man, me too.
Yeah.
Now, you guys, let's see, with your Brown & Co. transition, I guess this would be the best way to phrase it. What would you say would be your 3 biggest takeaways?
Go ahead, babe.
So number one, what do you mean as in takeaway? Like,
What we've learned.
Yeah, I feel like I explained that poorly.
no.
I guess best insights, maybe life lessons or some things that have given you some practical wisdom
Okay.
with business owner.
So
like,
for me, and Brown and Company has just reiterated this for me. My life motto has always been about one word, and it's consistency. Whatever you do, wherever you've got your eyes fixed to go, just be consistent. Be just don't change for anybody, anything.
Stay true to who you
be
are.
who you are. Be consistent, and the rest will work itself out. That's a big one for me.
Jessica?
Yeah,
Babe?
mine is stay true to who you are, regardless of what's going on around you. Being authentic. We all, if I know deep down what I'm called to do, and I know that not everybody has the same calling as I do, and that's okay. But I pray for discernment, and I pray that I stay humble and can stay authentic to who I am and to help grow entry-level stylists. That's one of the best things I've learned is staying true to that.
You said a key word there. That's a big one for me too. Is just be humble. Like, and I think that's a good one for us. We don't practice being humble. Like we always. I think I speak for both of us when I say we always feel like we haven't done enough. We always feel like there's more to be done. We never feel like we've gotten there. So, and to me, that's.
We'll feel that at some point, or do you think that's going to stay?
I hope we never feel
Yeah,
that.
same.
I hope we never feel like we've gotten there. I hope we always feel like
There's more to do.
more work to be done.
Yeah.
And somebody around you needs you. You know what I mean? And that's what humble spells to me. Like, we never feel like we've gotten there. And man, I just love the people in my life and everybody
And
I'm
serving
involved
those
with,
people,
and
yeah.
I just want to help everybody. You know?
All right. Wow, that was great. So, consistency, stay true to yourself, and be as prideful as possible. No, I'll be humble.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, that's great. Yeah. Well, and I feel like maybe that's why we get along so well. I was thinking about it on the way over here. I feel like a lot of our core values align
Yeah.
in the sense of not like it's even some political core value thing.
No,
It's just more so basic core values like I'm faithful to my wife.
Yes.
I am
Yes.
dedicated to her and her alone. And I'm loyal and I love my wife and I will do anything for my family.
Yep.
And, you know, just like I'll work with excellence. I'll do my best to provide and do it in a way that not is only serving myself, but
Yeah.
really helping other people.
That's right.
And I feel like there's something about being in a position in life. I feel like I'm just personally entering it. I know I'm still young and have lots of humbling moments to go, but I feel like I'm finally entering into a place myself where it's like
Yeah.
I do something that I truly love,
Yes, dude.
and I
Yeah.
work with people. I've always had people I've enjoyed working with. Mainly, it's been the work that I haven't enjoyed.
Yeah.
Now, there's sometimes I've not enjoyed working with people,
Right.
but I've mainly, for the most part, enjoyed working with the
Yeah,
people.
yeah.
But I finally am in a place, and it sounds a lot like you guys, where from those consistent choices,
Yeah.
staying true to myself, regardless of, dude, that's stupid.
Yeah.
What are you thinking?
Yeah.
Why would you even do that?
Yeah.
Are you kidding me?
We
like,
hear it. We hear it, brother.
We hear it
we
all the
hear it.
time.
what a,
Yeah.
you should
What
just,
are you doing
oh
now?
my, and, but it's like, hey man, you know,
We're in the middle of one of those moments now.
Yeah,
but
one we
back
didn't
to
see coming.
back to what you were saying, though, John. Yeah, you're doing great, dude. I'm proud to know you. I'm proud of
We're so
you.
grateful to have your support.
Yeah, and I'm just glad to know you. What you're doing now, what you're helping us with, and this podcast, dude. Like this was out of left field, but this is so cool though. That like so now you, John Roberts, have developed a platform where people like us can come and tell their story for other people to know it, and you know maybe somebody out there needs to hear it. Maybe somebody out there has got the wrong impression of us. I'm sure somebody has. But this gives us an opportunity as business owners in the community to let people see us for who we are, connect with people, and I thank you for that, bro.
oh man.
Absolutely.
Well, thank you for coming on. Because if it wasn't for you guys, I'd be like, well, I guess I'll just talk in this microphone, ramble. No, but it is cool, man, to see. I hope people see you guys for who I see you as.
Yeah,
And I know that's all
that's
a
the
perception
goal.
thing.
Yeah, it
and-
is. It is, and that's cool. You know.
But I really believe that you two offer something incredibly unique to really your business in general and the culture you're building. And it's a place where, yeah, sure, you can go and get a dope haircut, but also, you know, there's this culture, energy, vibe, whatever you want to call it, that just shouts, we're for each other.
Yeah.
And we're professional, and that we truly care about this thing that we do, and it goes beyond just cutting heads.
Yeah. Wait, that's the small portion of it. It really is.
Yeah.
You know, you can go a lot of places and get a good haircut. Probably anywhere in town, you can go get a good haircut. So yeah, it's about way more than just a haircut.
Yes, and that.
It's a legacy.
Yeah. Wow. Well, I'm excited to see where you guys go.
Yeah.
What happens?
Yeah.
I'll always be getting my bouffant from you guys. Oh, it sounded country.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I did. Bouffant.
From y'all.
Did I say y'all?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Scott George is wearing off.
Yep.
Well, I'm excited for the future of Brown & Co.
Same.
And I think it's going to be great. You guys will obviously do some great things. I'm excited for the barber butcher shop combo.
There you go. Yep. Get your hair cut and your ribeye cut all under the same roof.
Get some bourbon and some cigars and
Yeah.
some bearded.
Oh, Amy's got to get back to Dublin.
Yep. Mike, what are you doing with this business?
He'll be getting confronted.
Yep.
Let me talk to you outside real quick. You need to take a look at this. No, but it's been great. I really appreciate you guys coming on.
Thanks for having us.
Appreciate
Yeah.
it, John.
Loved it. Enjoyed it.
All right.
So
Well,
excited to be able to tell our view of things.
Yep.
yes. Well, it's been great to hear it. And you can see just as you guys look at each other and talk, you can tell you love each other.
Oh, I love this woman with all my heart.
Oh, don't do
Oh,
I love this lady
yeah.
to death. She is an amazing person.
Uh-huh.
She really is. A beautiful personality and an awesome soul.
Haley, I
Awkward.
love you. He said awkward. No, that was sweet. That was good.
that. And
You
he
know?
offers, like I've told him this before, he has got such a rich personality. He brings so much to the environment, to the people around him. And just like you experienced sitting in his chair, that's why he has grown as quickly as he has in such a short amount of time. He's and can I say this? Can I be real? An entry-level barber who is booked out weeks ahead of schedule.
We keep it real, baby.
Because how genuine he is,
Yes.
and how rich he is, and how kind he is.
I've been blessed. I
Yeah.
really have. I didn't see it going this way. I mean, I knew I really, really wanted to do well. I didn't know I would do this well. So it's been awesome.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
It's been
Well,
awesome to watch.
yes, it has. I'm excited. It's going to be great.
yeah.
Yes. All right. Well, that was awesome. Everyone go check out Brown & Co. They are amazing. We're going to link their social media accounts underneath. And thank you all for coming on, Big Mike and Jessica.
Yeah.